Hello, language arts classes. I am going to go through the slides for this week and explain the different parts to hopefully make it a little more clear than just reading them on your own. And I'm trying to design the slides. You'll get them at the beginning of the week, right? And I break them down into suggestions for segments to do throughout the week. You can do whatever makes sense for you, but I'm just trying to provide you a way to pace yourself so you don't leave it all till the end on Friday. These are the materials that will help you. Your fiction reading book, of course, the reading assignments that you responded to as if you were in a book club but by yourself. Those will help you because they were meant to build your understanding and collect quotes for this project. And your composition book, if you have it, for models from Thank You Ma'am and the Stolen Party. This is an overview of the project, which you'll see more in the following slides. But if you want to look at this whole overview, we're really looking at this week, this top part, right? You're coming up with a claim based on either character, tension, or theme. And down here in the artist statement, that's where this is the writing component of it. You're going to answer one of the questions that's up here, right, for character, tension, and theme in your claim. It needs to be original, supportable, arguable, and specific. And you need to have at least 3 quotes to support it, and reasoning to connect your quotes to the claim. And I'll go through that a little more in depth. So that's just an overview. Let's see. So day 1. So I'm going to have the check-in for day 1, and that's optional. It's just to, see how everyone's doing and let them know how you're doing. Step 2 is a warm-up for all those since if, and I've seen a lot of those from people, and it's kind of to get you thinking of maybe some ideas for your claims. And I've been responding to people saying, oh, this might work as a claim, or oh, I don't think this one would work, but it definitely shows me you're understanding the books that you read and thinking about them, and that's just as important. For step 3, which is for you to consider which of the types of claims you'd like to come up with, right? A character one, how does your character change, right here? How does your character change and develop throughout the course of the novel, right? And what causes that? So like, let's say if your character was really timid and they became brave because they had to struggle through some obstacle, that might be the type of claim you want to address. Tension is what is the obstacles in getting in your main character's way, right? Or is it within themselves, internally? Is it something outside of themselves, like another individual or society or nature? So that is going to address the second type of claim that you can have is tension, right? What is the tension? What is your character struggling through? And the last one is theme, right? What is the message of the book, or messages, there's usually more than one, that would apply outside of the book. All right? So it's a lesson or a message that's in the book that could also apply like to real life. Okay. So really on day 1, you're getting started on your claim, right? If you're not sure which prompt you'd want to use, I have some different ways to do it. You already did the since, although, if, or hopefully you did. So I will show you in these following slides, and I'll show you actually here. Remember, this is one way to brainstorm if you want to do a character claim, a tension, or themes, to just chart it out like we did for Thank You Ma'am and for the Stolen Party. So you could do this. And then this was another one that you could practice making claims for your book. So right here it says the protagonist in your book. That's where you would insert the title of your book, right? And talk about the characteristics of your protagonist, right? What are they like? How do they change, right? So we had, for example, in Thank You, Ma'am, we find out that the character, even though he seems like he's a thief, he actually is trustworthy in the end, right? So this might be something to help you figure out your claim. So after you've used those to help you write a clear claim, right? So you, hopefully you've actually written a few here, and then you can pick one of them to say, this is the one I want to move forward with. Okay, common errors with student claims. The claim isn't arguable. It's just a fact of the story. So it has to be, and literary analysis is an argument that you're making about the book that you can support with evidence and logic. That's what we're doing. So it's a thinking exercise as well as a writing one. The claim could be too broad, and this would be related more to, these examples are for theme. Friendship is important. Okay, right? Love is blind. It needs to be a little more specific and less cliche. The last one is the claim is not supportable. There's no evidence to clearly back it up. Or sometimes people put too many elements in the claim, like the main protagonist is cheerful and happy and mechanically inclined. So that's too many pieces that you would have to back up with evidence. You want to try to stick to one thing that you're supporting.